down, kids. Get in here. We're going to bend God. It's going to be great. We're going to bend God tonight. Where are you right now in the world? Is it tonight or today? Check on in, guys. Check on in. Let me know where you're coming from. What's the weather like? Hi. It's a double I. Baltimore, 11:28. Ooh. I'm going to definitely go to sleep early tonight. I'm not going to. I told myself, and I told Sarah, I was like, I'm not going to do a mega live. My body will die, you know? I'll just die. I don't want to be melodramatic about it, but I'll just fucking die. What is God? Oh, I'm going to go into that comment mode where I can actually see the comments. What is God, guys? Do you want to know? Do you want to bend God? Can we do a little God bending tonight? It's my favorite. What's your favorite version of God? Pauly Shore vibes. People say that, and I get it. It's just the hat, though, because I went and looked up old Encino Man and stuff, because I remember watching that when I was young. Thank you for the rose. And I was like, he's totally not my vibe, but the colors, I get it. My TikToks are pretty great. Everything is God. I like this. Energy. I like this. Maybe we'll get some Mormons in here or something. We went over that one night. What do you do when the Mormons come for you? You know what I'm saying? God is love, yes. For the roses, guys. A little heart. I just had a little tingle. So this is what you do, right? It's the same thing with 5G. When the Mormons come at you, just gotta get them in the neck. You know, like right in the neck. Because they don't. They'll just keep coming, you know. All right. Your next Mormon, right? And that's the only method from an ex-Mormon. Fill me in here if that's not correct. You know what I mean? Locke states that we can't prove the world is real because we can only perceive it in our minds. Yeah. I mean, you can't prove anything is real because you're perceiving the whole fucking thing. So, you got this. Yeah, Power Now is great. Prove God is real. I like that. TBHIDK42069 came in hard. He was just like, or she was just like, they were just like, prove God is real. What's up, Snail King God? Speaking of God, New Earth. Tully's great. He's good. I love his second person with the Pauly Shore vibes thing, okay? I'm going to have to like figure out the Pauly Shore. It's funny, in this neighborhood that I live in Encinitas, not Encino, from Encino Man, there's a lot of surfers, right? Everybody gets, bro, that'd be gnar, like, let's shred the gnar, kind of vibes. And sometimes I'll joke around about it, like I'll totally mess, like, talking with friends, like, bro, it's so gnarly, bro. Like, that was sick. And then I start talking like that on accident, for real. G major 7th, please. I'm in like an alternate tuning here. I don't know what. Fuck. I can't do it in this. I don't know, dude. Gives me H's. Your pet detective vibes. No, this is a Taylor. And it's just a 714. No, not a 714. I'm sorry. This is just a GS Mini. Just a simple. Nice skateboarding flow. Oh, no. I won't catch a curb. I mean, I might eat shit on one of the videos. I think that'll be great, though. Because that's just all part of life, you know? They're teachers when you eat shit. And we're talking about God. Stop distracting me. Can't prove he's not. Who's he? Of God? Can't prove he's not. I like that. Let's riff on that. Hello, everyone. So you can't prove God's not God. But then, who is God if you're trying to prove something is not? Because your perception of God is nothing but your own. Your concept of the way things must be. It is your very ego, your alpha brainwaves of consciousness, your understanding that say, this is God, and we can't disturb. Sorry if that disrupted the video. Can't prove he's not real. Right? But who's he? Your perception of him being a he? Like, for crying out loud. Is God not within all things and of all things and a part of all things? Is God not this plant? If he was a creator and he made the plant, isn't the creation part of the creator? Like, as I send some notes out to play to you, the vibrations and energies of these notes reach you in your ears and you perceive them as good or bad. But they're my notes that wouldn't have existed without my creation. The particular nuance that I played them in. So your idea of what my notes are, your idea of me, and those are mine, but you're perceiving them. I'm just photons on your screen, sound waves. Buzzing in your head, a digital ghost in your head. You don't even know if I exist. And you're going to tell me God's a he. Like, come on. Like, do better than that. Why isn't he a she? The force of creation, the feminine essence, bringing life to the world. Like, if we're going to talk about a creator, might as well make it a chick, Like, fuck the beards and mustaches. I mean, you guys want to do a mustache zoom in? You know you like it. Don't distract me. All right, what are you guys talking about? Oh, shit, there's a lot of comments here. Can't prove he's real, too. Yeah, you can't prove nothing. Can't prove God's not real. Hi, you really brighten my day when I see your videos. See, that brightened my day. See, that's great. You send love out to people, and then they're like, I love you back. And then you're like, I love you, loving me. It's way cooler than being a dick. Just pro tip for anybody that's into that stuff, Depends on your definition of God. Creator, yeah. Can't prove he's real. God is the truth beyond all life. Okay, so you just heard that part about I'm in God's imagination and he is mine, and neither of us will ever know a thing. I like that. I like that. We're not gods of ourselves. Thoughts on the God particle, 5-MeO-DMT. That's a way of it's an orgasm of the human experience. It is complete release of the ego and your perception. It knocks out all those alpha brainwaves, and then you just feel everything. Wow, here I am amidst the energy of all, amidst creation, in the middle of it, without perception. And then you go, I know the meaning of life. You come back and you're like, fuck, what was the meaning of life? Like, damn it, Because you forget. You're legit amazing. You're legit amazing. Thank you. All life. Okay. I'm in God's image. Oh, wait. Wait, didn't we already go over that? Okay. Great content. Oh, man. Oh, shit. These comments. Oh, fuck, guys. I'm already screwed here. What if God is one of us, just a stranger on the... What if God was one of us? Yeah, mustache is God. Remember? Yeah, I remember that song. King of all kings, 777. Of course, that was like Alanis Morissette, my generation, It was Alanis Morissette, right? Yeah, I believe so. Can you play that song from the movie August Rush where he plays with... No. I don't know. Facts. So I've been disassociating a lot in social situation and any takes. Okay, yeah. Okay. Hey, guys. I'll play a song. We're going to talk about disassociation real quick. Because that's relevant to our situations, right? When we are disassociating in life, when we are leaving our bodies and things like that, it's very often a trauma response. It's part of the fight, flight, freeze, or fawn response. It is actually the flight response. But we're stuck here in a meat suit, so what does our brain do? It goes, I'm going to get the fuck out, and it goes somewhere else. So very often, The context that you are in is reminding you of the original trauma, something about it, the energy of it, the smell, the look, the thing, something. So feel into the painful and uncomfortable situation. Feel into it. Be like, what is this? Why would I feel this way? Why would I be in a state of activated nervous system right now? Why would I be in an aroused autonomic nervous system? Why would I be in flight mode right now? Because I am running away from the experience. So first, kind of get in there on that. See how you're feeling about it, because then you can kind of find some answers. Second, go wash your face, and splash some water on your face. Take a breath. Just take a fucking breath. Pet the dog. Touch something nice. Drink some tea. Think of all the beautiful things. Connect yourself with that moment. What a lovely guitar. What a lovely pink hat. Whatever. Anything that kind of gets you into the moment, because that'll bring you back into like something that is, I hate to say reality because there's no such fucking thing, something that is closer to your reality, because the traumas are memories within your body that chase you out of your current reality. All of the painful experiences of life that you haven't yet learned how to clear chase you away from your moment. So that's what you're doing when you're disassociating. You're running away within your mind as a trauma response. You're just running away because that's what you know how to do. What are you guys talking about? Anything cool? Okay, I'm just going to play some songs until... Oh, we're going to talk about God, right? We had some thoughts about God being a man with a beard, which anytime... This is the funniest. It's like, okay, we're going to come up with God. God knows everything. And he is... Here's the word of God, or whatever we come up with for whatever dogmatic tradition. And then within that tradition, the motherfucker looks exactly like us, right? It's a white guy, got a beard, doesn't have a sweet stash, not that godly. You know what I'm saying? But it always is an idol of the people that are worshiping it, It's like the stupidest thing. Like human form, really? If God is the creator of all things, why has he got to be a human? Why has he got to be a shit show? Can't he be like a plant? Way chiller, Not all whacked out and angry. What about a sweet beard? I mean, God can have a sweet beard. I'm God, you're God, we're all gods. Yeah, it's your perception. I am God. Namaste, motherfuckers. I'm gonna stay right here until I get real sleepy, but I really do need to go to sleep at a reasonable hour tonight because I got 4 sessions tomorrow. I'm stoked. But 4 is a lot. The lovely Sarah booked me out hard. I was like, sweet Jesus, girl. How much energy do you think I got? But she's into it. She books me. I don't even think the word God comes from labeling what it truly is. Oh, yeah, you're fucked anytime you try to label that. Because that's a thought. That's an egoic projection. That's your understanding. And God is all of the things. And we only have 10% or less for our energetic experience. Even if we look at it on a Western scale of brain waves and energies throughout our body, we are processing all of that through 10% or less. The rest is the greater experience, that 90%. So anytime you come up with a concept of who God is and you put a fucking beard on him, you're missing the rest of it. You really only are. It's a teeny little window, You got to feel into that shit. You were just thinking about this today. What were you thinking about? Feeling into shit? I hope so. Okay, where are we at? Fuck. Humans were made above even angels. Okay, well, angels were made. Then God made some shit angels. God made some Satan angels. What kind of fucking creators, jacks it up like that, All right. God is the interaction you've already had by starting this life. Yes. Where do you live? Ooh, bet you'd like to know. I live in Encinitas. It's a little beach town above San Diego, and you should all come visit sometime. Bring your skateboards. We'll go skate. Pray to a higher power or whatever, and your brain will make things work. Yeah. That's just quantum manipulation, faith. All the little quarks and things in between the protons and the neutrons of the center of the atom, which then is your building block for everything that you are. No, they're a shit show. You take a look at those little guys. They can spin in one direction and spin in the other direction at the same time. They can quantum tunnel. They can be here and they can be there. We have no idea how that works, right? That's the meta of you. The only way we can see in quantum mechanics and experiments is whatever the expectation for it to be, it will be that. So of course, if you believe it to be one way hard enough, it's going to be that, because that's just the way it works, like on this like low level. So faith is nothing more than quantum manipulation. Manifestation is nothing more than willing those quarks to be this way or that way to create the atom in the way it is, you know? All right. Like maybe the concept of God is so beyond what we can understand, or what did you mean by ego? Your ego is your comprehension. Your ego is your understanding of the way things should be. It's your alpha brainwaves of consciousness. That tiny little narrow 10% or less band of window of all of the energy of you, all of those feelings and stuff that you have. You know, you feel a vibe, you pick something up, you have anxiety. That's a feeling. That's a fear of something in the future. There's a fucking feeling for you. It doesn't even exist, that future. Completely non-existent. Here you are right here in a moment creating a shit future by expecting it through the feelings of anxiety. Then of course the future is going to be like that, but all you have is this moment right here. And that's exactly how the little quarks work on that atomic level. I go, oh, you expect me to be that way? Bloop, I am that way. And because time is a complete shit show and an illusion, like you don't have, there's no scale. Like when did the seconds start? Like, exactly when? Like when did the year start? Oh, when the Roman Empire said, oh yeah, there was this Jesus thing and we're going to collaborate, refine all of the traditions of every single faith into this one thing called Christianity, and then set the entire culture for what we believe in here in the West, like for 1,000 years. Anyway, okay. Yeah, the concept of God is a little bit big. You got to feel into that. Always from the human perspective. Everything is from the human perspective. What's got you into this work? Hey, what's up, Santa Barbara? Hi, God. Yeah. Hi, God. Namaste, motherfucker. What got me into this work? I was just really fucked up. I really had a rough time at life. My business crashed. The wife left. I lost all of my identities, all my friends. Every single thing that I thought was real was like, sweep the leg, you know? And I was pretty fucked up there, almost homeless. And I had to kind of walk myself out of all of that. And then I just read a lot of books and meditated a lot. And here we are. I'm bringing my 20-foot to Flatland while you guys skate. All right. 20-inch. Oh, to Flatland. Yes. No, I Flatland skate. Dude, I'm all about the cruising. I don't even like park skate all that much. Fractals. Look at fractals. Yeah. Like, and beyond the fractals, like, yeah, I get the fractals. Like, it's all just bits of it. All right, all together as one. But you can't have a fractal without the whole. Everyone's like, oh, it's a fractal. Like, get all excited about a fucking fractal. And it's like, what's a fractal without the whole? It's a quark. It's a little nothingness. And so it's amongst the whole. And by the fact that it's amongst the whole, creating the whole, it is a fractal. And you try to understand it through the ego? Like, yeah. How often do I go live? I usually go live a few times a week. I like to go live when I don't have my kids with me. I have my kids Thursdays. I have half time with them, so Thursdays through Sundays. And so I try to do lives on like Monday nights, Tuesday nights, Wednesday nights. I wish I could do more because I really like doing this with you guys. Thank you for your perspective. I could read one of these days, but you're welcome. Best way to reason what God is to stop reasoning. Yes. Yeah. Mr. San Diego. Miss, are you a miss? Sometimes I make mistakes and call somebody the wrong thing, and they're like, I'm not a lady dude, I'm a dude. I'm going to say, Mr. See, I couldn't. The glasses, the mask. I almost fucked that up. Good thing I stopped myself. Do we need to bend God more? Do we do enough God bending? I'd be happy to bend more God if you want. Do we got any Mormons in here yet? Please. Get him in the neck. It's the only way. I'm a person of love, you know. But when they keep coming at you like that, they just keep coming. They get your address, you know. You gotta just whack them. They won't stop. It's the only time I endorse violence. I mean, you feel the same, don't lie. Oh, you guys. I love Jesus too. He's great. Like, dude, that dude's teachings were so phenomenal. He was a person of love. He actually got executed for being a witch. Did you know that? He was the only rule in Roman law, and this is the fucking empire, right? Roman tabula, which are the Roman laws. The only crime punishable by crucifixion was witchcraft. And he's out there doing some witchcraft. There's even pictures of him with wands and things from churches that the Roman Catholic Church didn't destroy. Like pre-Roman Catholic Church, of Jesus like stirring up a little witchcraft, you know? It's like no wonder the Roman Catholics were like, bad witchcraft. All right, because you couldn't have people getting free. How do you not panic over finances and how expensive everything is? Oh, that's a good question. You got to look at it like this. You're a space fart, like on a little rock in an infinite void, just spinning around, getting yanked this way and that. And if you really get your brain out there a little bit, you realize, oh, yeah, all of this like stress about this stuff is just a big construct, you know. So I'm not going to take it so seriously, and I'm going to live my life. And when you realize how to do that and be free, then that whole faith thing works out for you. Like we were talking about, how the quarks in the atom go which way and this way and that way based on your expectation. So then your life just goes the way you expect it. So instead of freaking out about it, you say, here I am in a perfect moment. And the moment is perfect. And it keeps getting tweaked in that direction. It's nice. You should try it. But yeah, cats driving cars. I'm a big fan of Jesus and his teachings. I just wish Christianity could catch up. I grew up evangelical fundamentalist, and now it's been a trip coming back to spirituality. Yeah, Kenny, I get it. Same. Time to make some tea in Oakland. Oh, yeah, it's time to make some tea. Everybody got your tea? Yeah? Yeah, I walked away for... Yeah, Kenny, get after it. Do your thing. Love Infinitum. Hi. Hello. Jesus was the last nice guy, and look what they did to him. Yeah, I mean, that's one way to look at it, but, I mean, fuck it. Like, someone could crucify me, and I'm still not going to stop. Same. Like, I refuse to stop living like this inside of me and being this way because nothing else compares to it. So, fuck off, everybody. How can my boyfriend and I do a control session? Oh, I'd love that. You could actually work with Sarah and I. We would absolutely love to do like a group sesh. We just have to figure it out. Get Sarah and I doing something like that for like a couple session would be phenomenal. That would create so much intimacy with you guys. I think it would be great. I'd love to do it. Your recent videos about changing from the past was super amazing. Thank you. I dig your explanations. Love your responses too. Excellent. How much sun does your snake plant snake? How much sun does a snake plant snake? I actually it only gets ambient. I never put it out in the actual sun. But I open my windows and stuff so a lot of those little photons bounce around in here, you know? It's kind of the same thing. Just a little bit more diffused. It's just photons, guys. Everybody calm down. Even Jesus takes care of the birds. Surely he can take care of us all. Yep, absolutely. You're amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you for you. Thank you for your you-ness. I appreciate you being you. Sam, I dig Jesus vibes, but Christianity... Yeah, well, that's because Christianity wasn't doing Jesus vibes. Christianity came from Roman Catholicism, which was a political means of controlling the Empire of Rome as it was crumbling. It came about like 200 years before the whole fucking thing collapsed. It came about 700 years into the empire, about 300 years after Christ had died. Like, there wasn't Christianity. People were just following the teachings. He was like the Buddha. He's like, don't write any of this shit down. Like the Buddha even says, he's like, if you see me on the road, kill me. If you see these ideas on the road, you see somebody saying that there is a way to just be, like, fucking kill them. Now, did they pay attention? No. But it's the same with Jesus. He never said to worship him. None of that stuff. And then the Roman Catholic Church compiled all of the writings at the time and kicked out the stuff they didn't like. And you know, you can make anything sound the way you want in a court case. You know, you just drop some shit out here and drop some shit out there and add some stuff in here, and it's all great. Same thing they did. They just put it together in the Bible, and they said, if you don't believe this, we'll kill you. So everyone was like, yeah, okay, I'm going to go with that. You know, they got these big dudes with swords covered in armor. Like, the peasants couldn't even knock them off a horse because they'd, like, throw rocks and things at them, but it's like Iron Man. They just mow you down with their broadsword. You know, it's like, you don't fuck around with that. And that kind of gets in your blood, you know? You feel it. A few generations of that kind of abuse, and it's like, don't fuck with a man, you know? And now we got the pastors going, oh, you'll burn in the hells if you don't believe. So, of course. But Jesus wasn't about that. He was awesome. He's a man of love. He was healing people with his eyes. You could take a shit on someone and they'd be healed just because he was that much love. All right, whoever figures out how the wave function chooses which multiverse to collapse and wins a Nobel Prize. Cool, yeah. Easy. Get it, guys. Yes. Wait. Do I just do, or do you have a website? Oh, yeah, I guess like that would helpful too. You just have to arrive, and you will be, and then we'll have a session. No, if you actually want to do an emotional alchemy session with myself or with the lovely Sarah, you can go to my website, which is just danieltyack.com. It's my username. And you can go in my profile, and there's little bio links in there. And if any of you need help working out some heavy emotional stuff, we get down in there on that meta level of why you've been feeling that way your entire fucking life. We open those things up and moaning and groaning, you know, the whole shebang. And we patch you on up and send you out on your way. Oh, God, I had this session this weekend. I wish I could just talk super publicly about it because it's such a beautiful person, such an amazing man. And he came in for an intensive. And he was here Sunday all day with Sarah and I, and then I spent all day yesterday with him, kind of integrating and just seeing like the light come on in someone's eyes, like to be like healed from all of this old trauma and just bullshit that's weighing them down. You know, just to like, I can't even describe how good that feels, you guys. We are different people, we have different faces, but inside we are the same. Yup, absolutely. I mean, when you get down on the electromagnetic spectrum of it, like, it's really the same thing, but people don't like to think like that, so they just think little thoughts. Where do I find Jesus' teachings untainted by religion? You kind of got to feel into that one. You can look into Yogananda's stuff. He did this whole, like, second coming of Christ and kind of redefining Jesus' teachings from this yogi wacko perspective. A lot of it has really good stuff, but don't. Oh, thank you for that little key heart thing. I don't even know what that was all about, but I enjoyed it. Just don't believe any of it, but it has a lot of great perspective, you know. And a lot of this stuff is just kind of suppressed because, like, the victors write the history. It's called his story. Like, whoever fucking wins gets to put his story down, you know. So we're a little bit limited with the resources we have because most of the shit's like in the belly of the Vatican, like Indiana Jones style. There's literally catacombs of information and teachings and things that were all suppressed at the time when they wrote the Bible. There was a lot of shit going on. It's like taking all of TikTok and all of YouTube and all of the things out there and then ripping out a few teachings and then putting the rest in the catacombs for nobody to read. And then they say, oh, here's a good one, right? So now all these are secret teachings. They're suppressed by the empire, Rome. And they say, don't look at the secret teachings as part of their primary teaching in the Bible because it's an illiterate culture, right? As a system of control, they write this Bible and they have the holy men talk about it. They say, don't read the secret teachings. If you find a secret teaching, the knowledge of good and evil. It really fucks you up. Thank you for sharing. You are welcome. Kelly Slater, no, he's bald. Do you ever feel sadness from the work you do? Yeah, fuck yeah. Woo! Man, in that session with the guy we were working with, there was a moment of maybe 15 minutes of passing all of his sadness through my body, and I was weeping to the point where I almost vomited, like uncontrollably, like racking sobs, like feeling all of his shit. And I know how to let it go, just pass it through. And I was working with my lovely Sarah, who can just look at me and see if I'm holding. And there was moments there when we would reconnect just to like check her energy, and she would just touch like right here, like I get a little focus, and she just gently touched me, like it was a reminder, like yeah, let go. Touch my heart and like touch my back, just like, oh yeah, I'm holding right there. And same with her, I would just be with her and hold her and look in her eyes and allow her to like reconnect with oneness, with God, and not hold all the sadness. So you learn ways to like drop that shit, because if you can drop it in yourself, you can drop other people's stuff. If you've walked yourself out of the shit, like you're not gonna hold on to shit. You're not gonna put up with that. It's always some of your own shit that lingers, that somebody else's mirror of humanity reveals within you. And you say, oh, I'm holding it on from them, you know? But really, it's just your shit. So once you learn how to let it all go and to be, then when other people's shit comes through, it just comes through. You go, okay. Peace out, bullshit. Can you speak on acceptance of receiving, releasing and receiving acceptance of? Yeah, I could definitely speak on that. I mean, that's love. Love is nothing more than a give or a receive. How could it be anything else? Because if you say, I love you, but, oh, you have to be this other way, I don't accept your gift of you-ness, I don't receive that. You got to do it a different way. That's a judgment. That's not love. So you have to release into it. You have to accept all that is. All of it. The good shit, the bullshit, the whole thing, to receive any of it. So the amount that you can accept and release into it is the amount that you can receive back. So even if it's on this human level of love and not some whacked out meta concept, you can only receive love from someone at the level that you can love yourself, because everything else will feel like a lie. You'll be like, you're lying to me. No, you couldn't love that about me. Like, bitch, please, drop that. Okay, what are we talking about? Thank you for sharing. If you don't know who you are, the world will tell you. Thank you for the finger rose thing. Oh yeah, the world will tell you. It's a beautiful thing made for you. Yep. The heart and key are for you and Sarah. I'm going to have to take a screenshot of this. Calm down, everybody. I will definitely send her that screenshot. Calm down, everybody. I will definitely send her that screenshot. I'm sorry if that interrupted the video. The Sarah and I got a good thing going on. We got something. But here's the vibe. With Sarah and I, the reason it works so well is we are both completely free. Like, I have told her right after just an amazing, like, some of the best sex of her life, I was like, Sarah, like, you are so, I love you so much that you are absolutely free to go. If there is anybody in this universe that can fulfill you more than I can, like, I want you to go there because I care about you that much. And she was like, same. She's like, same. She's like, you could walk out of my life right now and I'd have nothing but appreciation for you, you know? So when you get that kind of love going on, it's real easy to just get some good things going. When you're skateboarding, are you holding your iPhone in your hand? It's so steady. Yeah, let me get my little rig. I'll show you guys what I record with when I'm doing the stuff. Ow! Oh, ow! Motherfucker! I think it's just a functionality of the iOS software especially on the iPhone 13 Pro, because it records. I think what's happening, the reason it's so damn steady, it does like Steadicam as it goes. It records much wider than the video it shows you, and so then it takes off all the shake, and it just gives you a little teeny perspective. And because it's always so steady, people are like, how is it so steady? And I'm like, it's not that cool. It's just the iPhone's got good technology in it. So everybody calm down. This is my little recording rig. Where's that other phone? I don't know where it is. But it's just a little rig here. Let me get a phone so you can see for people that are interested. Nah, it's fine. You get the idea. So I just put a phone in it. I'm going to get a phone. Where's the other phone, guys? Here it is. So this is how the magic happens. So it's all this is a handle from Cavemate. It's just like a videography handle for putting on the top of a rig, with a cheese. What are these called? Cheese rail, with all some different things for mounting stuff on it, and then it's just got a 1/4-20 thread up top, which I dropped this little guy on, which is a newer one that I really like if you're into phone holders, from Ulanzi. Ulanzi. This has a nice little configuration on the back, which lets you put it that way or this way, and then you tighten that one, and then this red one is for the opening and closing. So if you really want to lock it in there because you're skateboarding and ripping along, you give it a little squeeze, make sure it's all centered up, and then you lock that little fucker down, and it doesn't go anywhere. And then I have this microphone on there, which is the Rode Video Micro, which is a nice little shotgun mic. And then this dead cat on it. It's called a dead cat in video land. These puffy things. It's just a little windscreen fluffy puff. So it's a shotgun mic, which has a super cardioid pattern, which means that it's very directional. So if I talk off to the side, it doesn't pick up as well, which is why it rejects all the noise, in case you're wondering how microphones work. But yeah, that's the rig. I just have that on there. I'm gonna upgrade to the Shure has a new mic out. I'm gonna wait to spend money on that until I have money to spend on that, because I spent some money on some other video gear, which I thought was more important. Anyway, this is the cleanest rig I've found or been able to put together. I've had different like versions of it with contraptions and shit, but this is like light, holds in my hand, so as I'm walking around, it's just like a comfortable like angle for my hand, and then it just stays out in front of my face, and I record. And then when I'm skating, I'll put it on a little stick, actually the same stick that this is on. Oh God, I'll show you this too. You guys ready for this? This is the secret teachings, bitches. How do I do this? God, they changed the settings and stuff. How do I flip of the camera? Interact? No. Fuck me sideways. Enhance? Oh, flip camera. It's under enhance. So this little stick, you see that bitch? Which I have in a little tripod there, and have this little Newer from this company called Newer. It's just this like Chinese company that has this little light on there, which is real nice. I've been enjoying that. I don't really like the light that much from it, but it's so easy to use that, you know. I like to have more of a key and a fill. I think it does better than something like this, but you get the idea. And we're back. Okay, what are you guys talking about? Yeah, so that's how it's so steady. Got it wrong, you're sorry. Oh no, about the Sarah. Thank you so much for that. That's really sweet. You met God and I love you and I'm all gonna save you. Yeah. God is you, God to me. Yeah. Yeah, man, we are divine. You are all part of it. That's the whole fractal thing. You're a fractal of the whole, and it's like, yeah, but you are the whole. You can't be a drop in the ocean. You are just the ocean. Your ego, your thought that you are separate, your dogmas, your ideals, is what creates your dropness when you are apart. But to be within and about it is simply just to be. Who are you? What do you want to be? It's all for you. Yup. When your cup is full, you can give. Yup. Yep, 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 yep. Those are just ideas I want to be. Okay, I'm going to scroll up. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Love the schematic. Cool. Keep asking why. Because I'm a wreck. Wait, why you got to be a wreck? I want to do a session with you and Sarah, but I feel embarrassed expressing my emotions and stuff. You can't resist a love witch. Like, you love me because I love you. I don't know who you are. But you're going to fill a thing out on the website, and you're going to get in there, and we'll make you feel so comfortable, you'll shit your pants, I promise you. Hey, Patrick from Long Beach, hello. When are we going to skate? What's going on here, Patrick? Am I polygamous? No. I couldn't honestly, wait, No, I don't think so. Maybe, no. It's like you can think thoughts like that, and I can be like, yeah, that sounds like a theory that would work for me, but man, I just get locked in. My S22 Ultra has an amazing steady shot too. Yeah. Yep. All right. I am being used and taken advantage of by my roommates, but they've refused to communicate like adults. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, overact and retaliate. That sounds like you got a shit situation. That's a technical term in spiritual land. You got a shit situation here. So you can't force anybody to change. Right? It's impossible. When have you ever been able to force anybody to change? So you got to just change them by being something different. You got to be a different person. You got to go do the dishes and be like, man, I love you. All the dishes that got left, I love you. I love you, whoever you are. Todd, Sarah, Billy, John, whatever. And by the time you're done doing the dishes and sending them love, you won't be all worked up anymore. You'll be like, these guys are pretty okay. And then they'll feel that from you, and they'll be like, oh yeah, that's pretty okay. And then you start communicating, and you don't got to worry about all that shit. Take it back to the meta level. Show some love. We worked on that one. 3 dots, 3 doors, 3 dots. You're not a wreck. You are not a wreck, sister. You are here in a moment. Your perception that you are a wreck is the thing keeping you from the moment. So stop being a wreck, just be. And then we'll work the rest out. Sign up on the websites. Just fill in the contact form. Say, hey, I feel like I'm a wreck. I know I'm in a moment, but really I feel like I'm a wreck. And we'll know what you're talking about. Perception is God, yeah? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Comments, here we go. Daniel is a fax, no printer. Oh, that was good. You got me to laugh, so you're going to get a follow. Bam. Okay. What up, my man? Hey, guys. What's up? Hello. And hello. It's temporary. Roommates can be tough. Yeah. I've done roommates. Man, it was after I'd been married for 11 years and doing my own house thing, and then I just get stuck with some roommates. Oh, that was a shit show. That's where I figured out the dishes thing. You just do the dish. Be like, I love you, Michelle. Put the dish away. I love you, Kathy. You put the dish away. I love you, Caitlin, or whatever the fuck that chick's name was. You put the dish away. And by the time you're done doing everybody's dishes, you feel good. And you're like, oh, I feel better. And you love all the other people. And I shit you not, I magicked that house into this beautiful family where we all we didn't have any rules. There's 5 roommates in this house. 5 big old 5-bedroom place. We had no rules. Everything got done. Everybody took care of things. It was just love. We just paid it forward, that kind of thing. And they couldn't resist my love wizardry, so. questions about roommates or God or emotional alchemy. Such awesome wisdom and vibes. Oh, thank you. Thank you. How's it going? It's going really good. It was super great. I went down the road, went back down to Sunset. We did our group emotional alchemy calls today. Is anybody on those? We had a group with some dudes, and then we had a group with some lady dudes. And it was so good. It was great. We've never done a session before, like an emotional alchemy session with a whole bunch of people at the same time. And it absolutely worked great. Sarah and I did it together. We hosted on videos, like a Zoom call together. And man, people were watching the screen. And when I see a woman like bringing up trauma and talking her through, like while watching everybody, she's like weeping, and it was really fun to do it with a big group. So that's all I did today. I did two of these groups, and then I cleared my energy and took a little nap and went to Sunset, and now we're here. Did you ever have people try to resist your love though? Like scare? Oh yeah. Everybody does. Some people get real scared and run off. Ain't my vibe. How do you tame the amount of overwhelming energy you have inside and stay so calm outside? That's practice. You've got to read the room, I'll just be a vibe when people need me to be a vibe. Any tips on what to do when you feel unsupported, like surrounded with people but alone? Yeah. You're always surrounded by people and you're alone all the time. It's all your perspective. And you're okay in that. When you create the love and the protection within yourself, and that overflows to everybody else, and all of a sudden that aloneness is no longer there because you are there, but then everyone else is like, what do you got? And then you're like, get away from me. There's too many people. I don't know. You gotta fill it in yourself. Yes, we do controlled psilocybin sessions. That was Sunday we had one, and it was absolutely beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. If you ever get to fall into the grasp of Sarah and I in a session, like your life will be fundamentally changed. Like you will not be the same person again. That was the first time we had worked together doing that, and I was like, I don't even know how to describe that. I don't even know how to build that. I don't even know how to sell that because it's like unsellable. Like, what is the price of your life being completely changed in a day, We're totally friends on TikTok. Calm yourself. We're just... Sarah, my lovely Sarah. You guys want to see a picture? A little heart goes pitter-pat. Just at the thought of her. Oof. I'll be right back. Prepare yourself to be loved. See, look at this. Isn't she just a little love witch? Look at that little sparkle. The thing that comes out of her is like nothing you've ever felt before. It is something like mother and being in love and all of the things all at once. In this very like meek packaging. She's just very like kindergarten teacher vibes, right? She's a Waldorf teacher. If you guys know Waldorf, she has a master's in Waldorf education. She's incredibly brilliant. Absolutely phenomenal at doing healing work with people because she is a healing force that cannot be reckoned with. You will just be healed. You know what I'm saying? Thoughts on psychedelic-induced psychosis? Yeah, well, that psychosis is probably there. And you didn't allow it to flow through in the journey, and then you unlocked a new achievement of not letting it go. So that's why you go with a guide if you don't know what you're doing, She is the human version of a hug. Like, I'm gonna cry, like, for real. If you've ever got to talk with her, for booking a call or a session. And she just, like, yesterday and today were our first 2 days. She just quit her job. She's full-time doing this, healing work and stuff. So if you get to, someone just told me I have elementary school teacher vibes. Oh my gosh, I want to be her friend. No, she'll be like in a little apron. Come here, children, like singing a song. And everybody just, like, that's what it feels like. Right? Kind of this Mary Poppins-y thing. But she's feisty in bed. Let me tell you, she is. That woman, she is the full spectrum of all of it. She just embraces all of life and, like, celebrates it. Like, she is in love with life. Same. And so then when we met, we're like, you're in love too? Like, you're in love? I'm in love? You're in love? And then we're like, let's be in love. We never really talked about it. We just sort of were. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she is a pretty green field with flowers. Like, you should book an emotional alchemy call. You can book one with her, but if you've been wanting to do one with me, she does the booking, and I'm always like, Sarah, you cannot talk to people for an hour and a half. Like, half an hour. That's it. Like, we gotta keep doing the booking, you know? Wonder if God had free will. Well, here's the thing. Your perception of God is your perception of self. Everything that you imagine God to be is nothing more than your context. So you make an idol of him. You make an idol of, as some infinite thing. You can't even imagine infinite. It's impossible. You cannot imagine infinite. Go ahead, do it. Imagine infinite. Nope, you'll fuck yourself right up. So any concept you have of God is nothing more than an idol of yourself. So that's why you're like, ooh, is there free will? Is there not free will? Is there free will? Is there not free will? What's God's will for my life? Like, just calm down and feel into the moment a little bit more, because you're driving yourself nuts. Good day. Good day. Good day. Good day, mate. Free will probably had God. Well, it doesn't really matter because, well, thank you for the rose, Becky Joy. Or the roses, I should say. Yeah, it doesn't matter if God had free will or not, because he's still your concept. What's up, sister? How you doing tonight? You living your best life? Are you living the dream, enjoying every little moment of it, like sniffing all the flowers and doing all the shit, you know, hugging a tree? Best way to feel in the moment. Good. Becky Joy, what's the best way to feel in the moment? What's your favorite, like, method? Let's give some down-to-earth stuff here. Oh yeah, there's a Satan, if you imagine there to be one. But there's no, I mean, it's all the things. All the things are a possibility. Like, there's a mathematical possibility for all the shit. You know, so it's where you put your focus. And that's what Jesus was talking about. The kingdom is here. It's here, like, in a moment. So Becky Joy is going to say, what's the best? Remembering now is all there is. Yep. Looking at the clouds, pet the dog. We're talking about grounding into your moment to experience God, to be. Now, how do you experience God and be in the middle of the chaos of life? That's the trick. Everyone's like, okay, yeah, that's neat to take a breath, but I got bills to pay. Do you have bills to pay? Are you aware of the quantum nature that you exist amongst? And it's the same teaching that Jesus taught of being in the world and not of it. You do the things. You be in it, but you don't take it so seriously, you know? It's just events happening. It doesn't become you. It's not who you are as a person. It's just nothing more than sensations. And then when you can adjust your nervous system to live on this human plane in that kind of arena, you're absolutely free of it. And that's what we call, like, a higher self and stuff like that. Struggling with the derealization, so grounding myself is especially hard. Derealization? I love this word, but I'm not really sure on the context. Grounding yourself is especially hard. Okay, so here's some simple people shit, right? We're talking nervous system stuff here, right? Your nervous system is activated. You are leaving your body. You are depersonalizing whatever it is. You're like, I can't deal with being a human right now. I can't deal with my feelings. So you go into a state of autonomic nervous system arousal, and you go into high alpha, which is a state of animal instinct. It is not conscious. So you're conscious of it, but you don't have control, right? So you go running off somewhere within your mind. So you got to bring yourself back in your moment. Take a breath. Remember that it only takes about 90 seconds for all those hormones to clear through your system. Only about 90 seconds. Just let them clear through. Breathe a little bit. Pet the dog. Touch something soft and fuzzy. Hug a tree. Smell a flower. Ground into your moment in your human experience. Oh, here I am with something beautiful. Look to the beauty. Change your reality a little bit, because before your reality was your nervous system is triggering you up, which making you think that there is some type of threat in the future, and so you run away from it. It's anxiety. You run away from it in your mind. So you bring yourself back into the moment and then focus on what is beautiful in your moment. Anything you can come up with that you're grateful for. And then that brings you back into a moment, but then also centers you into where you're moving in this proverbial future that doesn't exist when all you have is the moment. So you just get closer to that moment of breath, closer to that. Yeah, disassociation, same thing. God don't pay the bills, yeah. But on one level there are bills, and on another level there are no bills. Do you ever vibe with animals so hard and have almost telepathic conversation? Yeah, sometimes, yeah. That's definitely a thing. We got all sorts of wavelengths of consciousness happening within us. It's just our alpha brain waves that are, your bones are piezoelectric. You know that? Right? Your fucking bones. That makes them an antenna. Like, look at the old antenna on the roof. Right? That's how chi energy works in Tai Chi exercises. Pulling and flexing, and when you compress the muscle groups around the bones, they actually emit a frequency, because that's piezoelectricity, bitches. Same thing that's in this guitar pickup. It's a little crystalline structure. There's no like anything. Well, there's a good battery in this one because it has an active electronics processing. That's a preamp. Don't worry about that. But before it hits that, how does this thing pick up the sound of the strings? Do you ever think about this? How does it pick up a vibration, an oscillation of a string going back and forth? It actually compresses the little crystal in it, the piezoelectric crystal, and vibrates it. That piezoelectricity event, what happens in piezoelectricity is from that little crystal, like we're talking like sniff a rock, like go to the rock store and buy some spiritual crystals kind of crystal, like an actual crystalline structure. When that is compressed kinetically, it emits an electric signal. It emits electrons, photons probably, but different. It emits a frequency, right? And it can also pick it up. So the way this is wired is when it vibrates, it picks it up, and then it emits an electrical impulse, which farts it out the guitar butt into an amplifier or a sound system or something like that, and then amplifies that signal. But it is a signal. It is the same oscillation of the string going back and forth. Wubba dub dub, wubba dub, wubba dub dub, wubba dub lub lub, wubba lubba dub dub. That's it. It's an oscillation, and then it turns it into an electrical signal, a waveform, a frequency, hertz. The same thing that you are made of. So your bones have piezoelectric capability, which means that you are emitting frequencies with your bones. Same with your pineal gland, which means you are picking up frequencies of everybody else from your very bones. And you wonder why the witches are like doing witchy shit, because it's like actual frequencies coming out, So yeah, you can vibe with animals. There's a tornado where I live. I'm going to have to go in the shelter. I would highly recommend going in the shelter. I think that's the best bet. Is you really got a tornado, interstellar being? Because sometimes people are like, hey, you going to suck on? And then I'm like, suck on what? And they're like, these nuts. So are you actually having a tornado? Okay, I'm going to just believe that you're having a tornado. Everybody, will you please use your piezoelectric bones to send all of the faith, quantum manipulation, that interstellar being will be safe and cared for and his family will be safe. Send it into the field because it is a thing. Because what do you think faith is but quantum manipulation? We're talking about God. We've got to be a little bit weird. Little Bear, throw all your thoughts and feelings out here. My God, what's up? Oh, yo. Hey, what's up, Ricky? Bone waves, yeah. So animals are definitely communicating with us far beyond body language. Yeah, absolutely. No, you're picking up each other's vibe. It's the same as like you sit next to some people that are like in a real bad vibe, but they're not saying a thing, and all this, or a person that's just really feeling shitty, and you sit next to them and you're like, what's up with this person? Like you don't have to look at them. You know what they feel like, and they're just stewing. Or somebody that's real happy, like my TikTok videos, and you see my video and you're like, I'm not really sure what this guy's talking about, but I feel really peaceful because you're accepted and you are loved. You know? Oh, I love Rick and Morty. I fucking love it. I think it is the most brilliant writing. Oh, I'm getting a boner just thinking about it. No, not actually, but more like a brain boner. It's different than a physical one. Okay, you're putting all my thoughts into words again. That's what we do. God is an essence. Yes. Thanks. I had to believe that I'll be okay. There's a tornado shelter 50 feet away from me. Yeah, you are okay. I'm sending you some okay vibes, like from the bones. Hopefully you can stay on here and the tornado doesn't knock out TikTok, because that would be tragic, you know? I've noticed that more animal signs pop up when I'm aligned with myself. Now, space hippie, listen to me. Yes, when you're aligned and you're feeling good, you're going to be more present with the world around you. And you're going to notice more things. But you have something called the reticular activation system, right? If you think of a red car, you'll see a red car. So when you're more present with the breath and the moment that you're in, your reticular activation system is going to work extra well, and you're going to see animal signs. So, though they are beautiful, and they can remind you of presence, they are not. Thank you for that cool little thing. They are not the thing. They are something that is within your head. I love Rick and Morty. Human and animal behavior isn't different. We're just dicks about it. We do all the same communication, except for we have the ego. We have our frontal lobe, and we're assholes. All the animals are like, this vibe, you know? They were in heaven. Until somebody comes in. It's a jerk. Coolest person ever. Thank you. So yeah, space hippie. When you got the animal signs and you got the coincidences and you got the angel fart numbers and stuff, don't get confused. It's still you being that and feeling that and seeing that. Don't think that it is something outside of you. Remember that brings you back into beingness, into here-ness. Don't make it a religion. Don't make it a dogma. You'll fuck yourself up. Because then you'll always be, oh, where's the animal sign? When the animal sign just reminded you that you are here. And if you're always looking outside of here, then you're always going to be searching instead of being. How many roses for a love spell? Oh, you want a love spell? Tell you what. If we get this bitch up to 50,000 likes, no, we got to do it faster than that. Get us to 20,000 likes and we'll do a love spell. Vertebrate Tillian is such a freaking mammal. Yeah, you are. You freaking mammal. Oh, we're going to do a love spell. I'm going to light a candle. I don't want to fuck shit up. Appreciate you, Space Hippie. Oh, damn. 13 roses. It's a good number. But you get those little tappers tapping, guys. Like all of them. Just on the screen, so it's maximum hearts. I can see that number. Oh shit, we're really moving here. Yeah, we're gonna hit a love spell soon, I promise you. Hello, Wowzer Poser. Wowzer Poser. Fingers, guys. I know you're dropping those hearts hard. Like, don't just use the same thumbs. Like, I don't want you hurting yourself. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just chill. Like, use different fingers, you know? I'll keep playing you guys some good tunes. Oh man, we blasted past 20. Okay, you guys want me to play guitar a little bit more or love spell? Because you guys, whatever you want at this point. You worked hard. Lay those thumbs down. Lay those thumbs. Just breathe. You don't. It's good. You're good. You're 22,000. It's good. You're good. That's enough. Basically a love spell. I'm writing this song right now. I've never really played this before. I mean, I've played similar patterns, but it's all improvised just for you because I love you. So it's like a love spell. So for spells, you gotta say words. You gotta spell it out. That's what a spell is. This is more like a prayer, putting some energy out there. Now that's more like a spell. Maybe faith. Maybe this is faith. I'm putting an energy of I love you through this guitar, and then the strings oscillate a particular frequency, banging together a bunch of little air molecules, hit the little conductor there. They convert it into ones and zeros, so the analog digital conversion process, and they get beamed into fucking space where the ghosts of Steve Jobs and Elon Musk are all buttered up in a kiddie pool wrestling with an alien. How do you think that stuff works? And it goes right through that 5G. Oh yeah, it's gonna get you. 5,000 gigahertz, right? Pretty sure that's more than Doc had. Gigahertz is a million oscillations a second. Second being a completely relative thing that we made up. So how do you even measure a frequency when you're working on something that's a complete construct? That's a fuck show to start with. Anyway, that shows up at your phone, right? This little prayer of love or whatever it is. Wax that little speaker thing with its ones and zeros. It goes back through a digital to analog conversion process. And that's when it comes out of your little speaker. And what does your little speaker do? Maybe you're in headphones. Maybe you're listening to some on another device. But it whacks those air molecules around in a particular frequency. And it gets you right in the eardrum, right? You can't stop those little air molecules. They're whacking around. Pokes you right in the brain bone, you know, the little spot that pokes you in the brain, particular frequency. And your brain goes, oh, sound. So that seems pretty simple, but you can feel a lot more than that, right? So maybe you're picking up the energy and the vibration and the frequency of my meanness through the photons as well. Your optic nerve, you know, that's a thing. That also seems kind of simple for what you feel, so maybe you're picking up more through your bones. The piezoelectric conductivity effect. Translating that into the feeling of, oh, this guy actually loves me. That's cool, I dig him. That seems more likely to me if I'm thinking about it, you know? Just given how nature of energy works and stuff, it's a way better idea than having Steve Jobs' ghost wrestler, Elon Musk all buttered up in a pool with an alien. Like, I think it's weird, you know? Nobody needs What's that? It's probably gonna be on like pay-per-view. You know, you can't even just get it for free on YouTube. It's like shit. Okay. But I can only pick up on it because you are only love, my friend. I gift to you my meanness because I love you. So it's a gift. It's here. Whatever it is of Danielness. You can have it. It's just there. You know? You guys ready for a spell? Let's do it. Where do you get the good candles? These are actual witch candles. I'm not a witch. I'm a love witch, but I don't really care about Wicca and stuff like that. They're called Wicca Wicks. I just thought they were really nice candles when I saw them on Amazon. And I was like, ooh, colorful candles. So, because I have some Wicca wicks, like witch candles, like this is going to be a real spell. There's only one green one left. Maybe let's do a little rose one. It's going to get lovey-dovey. I kid you not. I was just looking for some candles and saw those on Amazon. Unscented. You should get them. Look at them. They're nice. Just for reference. This is my other bag of spells. Let's try that again. That one was backwards. There it is. Not backwards. Size reference. This is like your... Everybody calm down. Give me a second. Where's that little thing? We're back. This is for reference in case you want to get some good candles. Some Wicca wicks. Be a witch. This is like the little traditional one they sell at the little hippie stores that fits in the little hippie thing. You know? This is a Wicca wick. You know? It's like a little fatter. Kind of makes it feel like I'm really going to do a spell. They burn nice too. If you set them up straight, totally burns the whole thing out. And you know you got a good spell. All right. If you're a Christian, look away. Don't want you getting any of that witchcraft on you, you know. Those are tulips, yeah. You like them? Sarah got them for Nellie, but they weren't bloomed yet, so I've been blooming them for her. So then when Nellie comes on Thursday, they'll all be blooming. Aren't those nice? Look at this one. Ooh. Oh, man. You know how they say stop and smell the flowers? Like, it's really... Like, there's nothing about that that's unpleasant. It's just really nice. Definitely try that. If you get a chance, you know, in your busy life. Like, you know, God forbid you, like, stop and enjoy yourself for a second. Like, oh, shit. Can't do that. Gotta post on Instagram about it. Oh, I'm doing great, the bear. I'm just really in a really great spot. We did our group calls today for Emotional Alchemy. We're about to do a love spell, so don't get me too distracted. But it was so fun. We've been getting ready to do some group calls for. Okay, so if you're just joining and you have no idea what the fuck show is going on here, I do Emotional Alchemy, which is a methodology of going into your subconscious and helping you to unbury those stories and those wounds from, you know, childhood or whatever, those things that have been holding you back and causing you all that anxiety and depression and stuff like that, and helping you to come grounded and living in your moment and being able to smell the flowers and stuff without freaking out. So we do work like that with people, myself and the lovely Sarah, who you know. Look at her. You guys want to see it again? Look at that. Look at that. Just bam. Like you feel more love. Just. A little heart. Anyway, so the Sarah and I do that together. We'll take individual calls with people, or yesterday, or like this last weekend, we had an intensive with a client who came into town from Colorado, and it was just the best. Oh, it was so good. Just complete transformation kind of stuff. So we got to do, or just that's the services. That's my like day job, is to help people heal. I really like it. So if you need some help getting past your shit and living in a beautiful way, you can hire a professional. It's fucking me. I don't normally wear the pink hats. That's just for live. We get a little bit more serious, but honestly not that much more serious. I just make sure you feel very held in those moments of transmuting some painful things. And then the Sarah's really great at that too. So if you need help, hit the website form up, say, hey, I got some bullshit going on here. Not really sure what's up. I'd like some help. Or just tell us your whole life story. We'll read it and check it out. And then Sarah will call you and you can talk to her. And just, for the love of God, guys, she's so nice and loves you so much that she will talk to you for like an hour and a half. But if you talk to her for more than an hour, just ask her for her Venmo and send her like $150, okay? Because her time is very important to me and very valuable, and she cannot help but love you, so I can't tell her to like not even do it because she won't listen to me anyway. So just respect the lovely Sarah's time when you're booking a call. And then you book a call at some point next week's, and we dig around in emotions and things, and you feel better. You get to live your life and smell a flower or something. But today we got to do our group calls, which are for people that can't afford like full therapy services. And we did a group session with a bunch of gals and a bunch of guys on 2 different calls. And it was just really nice. It was super fun teaching people how to do the method. So it's kind of like a self-work, not as intensive one-on-one, but how to do the methodology of feeling down in there and unpacking stuff, you know? You've got a call tomorrow? Excited about this. Damn it. I have a few people on the schedule. Scott, I'm ready for you, dude. You're here for a good time. I'm here for a good time. So it's on, brother. We're gonna get after it. All right, you guys ready for a love spell? Holy shit balls, we're at 30,000. And I'm gonna go to bed at like 10 o'clock tonight, which is in 9 minutes. First, you have to prepare the love spell. Hold up. Got to drip a little wax in there so it stays up straight and doesn't tip over and burn your little daffodils down in the middle of the night. You know, that would be tragic. And you got to check it for accuracy. And I'll be damned if I'm not an accurate witch. That was pretty good. Not going to lie. And then you light the love spell. Now, remember, if you're religious, look away. This is going to be witchcraft. That's a challenge, if I've ever heard one. I've been partying too hard. And when I say partying, I mean doing some pretty extensive emotional work with people, and that's part of the beast, you know? So now this candle is lit. Like, what are we to do? You're already feeling it. Because I'm sending it. Then you can't do a fucking thing about it, bitches. Because here's what's happening right here. I'm putting all of my intent of love into this spell because I love you so much. And you are so cared for, and you are so okay in this moment. Even when you know or you think that it's not okay, you are in an absolutely perfect process, and I fully accept you in whatever moment of that process you're in. Could be what you perceive of as good shit, could be what you perceive of as bad shit. It doesn't matter, because I love you, and you are so cared for. And every bit of that is just blasting into this candle, which is going into the ether. And you can feel it right now, tingling up in your dingle. You can't resist it. See? There's like 30,000 likes saying you can't resist it. It was working before the spell even went off. And I'm going to let this thing burn down. And as I go to sleep, it's going to be bright. And I'll see it. And I'll be like, damn it, I wish it was dark in here. But then I'm like, no. As I'm going to sleep, I'm like, sending out love to all you guys. Through the piezoelectric effect of our bones. You know the rules. And then you can't help but feel it. Thank you for the little dove swan thing. Paper crane. The high frequency of the flame allows it to hold more information metaphysically. Yes. So much love for everyone here? Yes. Yes. So, the higher frequency, here's the neat thing about frequency and temperature and stuff. Temperature is actually measured by how fast the atomic energy is vibrating, right? Thank you for asking your questions next live. And yeah, everybody send some love to everybody else on this live. Just feel it. Be like, man, I love these guys. Hanging out and listening to this idiot. Like, I love them. Send it out to each other. Because when you send that out, when you create that sensation, that somatic sensation of love within you to send, it's like you're loving yourself. And you get this like, feeling. See? It's already working. Right? So now we're talking about the high frequency thing. Like temperature in physics is measured by the agitation of the electrons, like how fast they're vibrating, what frequency they're vibrating at, so it gets hotter and hotter. This is why I have a problem when the hippies are like, I'm raising my vibration to a frequency of light. It's like, bitch, first off, if you were doing that, you would get so sweaty. Like you are operating at such a low frequency right now that you are actually in physical form. Like this is a little bit lower of a frequency. And then like a rock is a little bit lower of a frequency when we're talking about actual frequencies. So it just gets really muddled with the hippie talk compared like with the science. It doesn't make sense to me. And then after you got really sweater, like your clothes would burn off, your fucking skin would burn off. It would be horrible. God, it would be like transforming into a beam of light would be something out of like Indiana Jones' Temple of Doom, like, you know, like skin melting and eyes, and it would be a real fuck show, you know? So I think what we're talking about in hippie land when we say to raise our frequency is to raise that frequency of that somatic sensation, the felt energy of the heart. As we send love to someone else, we have to create it within. You have to feel it in yourself. And that's actually a little bit higher frequency than, say, you're like sacral. You know, that's up at like the 700, mid 700s of hertz. But neither here nor there for the science, because nobody cares about that. But it's just a feeling. So if you can create that feeling in yourself at all times. I thought you said it's like a nipple effect, and I was like, yeah, the nipple effect. Love lasers. Ripple effect. And other people feel that because you have a piezoelectric structure of your bones shooting out whatever the shit you're shooting out. If your vibe sucks, people feel it, you know? Yeah. What's up, nipple effect? I'm just going to imagine that, though. When I'm shooting out love to you guys, I'm going to imagine it. You know? If you're talking about Yogi Bhaja stuff and Kundalini, women have an arc line between their nipples. We have an arc line between our temples, but he was making a lot of shit up and touching people, so, you know, neither here nor there. Have such bad cold. Thanks for keeping me company while I'm sick in bed, guys. Everybody send a little bit of love that way. Do it. Do the nipple guns, guys. Shoot a little love. And see? Whatever the fuck your name is. One little Bear X. Bear. I'm just going to call you Bear X. Bear X can feel it right now. Shoot the nipple love. Yep. Okay. Get Evan with the love lasers. the nipple love lasers, because if he's coming down with a cold, that means that he's going to have to go through it. So if we just shoot a little bit of love lasers at him right now, then his immune system is going to kick in and be like, fuck you, cold. Like, it's not going to last as long. So just blast them. Everybody, it feels good to do it. If you're actually doing this at home, like, I have so much respect for you. Like, shoot Ricky with his insecurities. Ricky, we've been over this. Be in your damn moment. Feel secure. Practice that feeling. And then everything that makes you feel insecure, like, ask yourself, why would I be feeling insecure? Because it's you that's creating that within. You got this, dude. You got this. Space Hippie, was that you that got me on the nipple thing? Okay, did anybody actually do the nipple love lasers? I want to know. You fess up. You got this, Ricky, dude. I believe in you, man. Let me just send you some security. Be more secure right now. Feel it within you. Pick some Daniel vibes up and take it home. You did them? You did? Okay, you guys? Yes? And it was good, right? Everybody was like, you liked it. You weirdos. See, it's working. That's a spell. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That was I created an embodied state of like confidence and non-insecurity, and I was like, get it, Ricky. Like within me, and shot some like lasers at you, and then I did a spell of say, be more secure. And that's exactly what like witchcraft and stuff is. That's exactly what faith is. Like, what do you think liturgy in the church is? Like saying words, that's a bunch of witchcraft. You most definitely did. It made you smile. See? And it's like, if you're doing the love lasers, the nipple lasers, you can't have a bad attitude. Like, how could you have a fucking bad attitude and not be love if you're shooting out nipple love lasers? It's not even possible. Right? So, like, that's better than yoga, you know? It's easier, too. It's not so stretchy. If everyone loves each other, would the earth change its dimension along with us? Probably. You better feel safe, Ricky. I shot some fucking nipple love lasers at you, dude. You know the rules. You can throw your arms up in the air and shake them around to trick yourself into feeling good. Yes. There's a breath called Breath of Joy that I like standing, and you do a forward fold and go like with all your breath out and let your arms come down to the sides. We're going to do it right now. I will do this oftentimes if in between clients and stuff like that, if I'm feeling like kind of jammed up. It's a yoga move. If you don't like yoga, get the fuck out, you know? But you just do this. You stand there like this. You don't do that. You just go. Bend your legs. It moves your body around. You breathe some breaths. And then you're like, oh, I feel better. Now, do you feel more joyful because of the energy moving from your breath and your nervous system? Yes. Did you do some stupid moving around and had to just not give a shit? Like, yes. So it's like a dual purpose, you know? Dual purpose yoga. All right. Are there any other questions? Comments? Concerns before I go to bed? Have a beautiful slumber? Oh, yeah. Breath of Joy. It's just called Breath of Joy, I think, in yoga talk. But it works great. Like, if you need a like little boost up for the day, seriously, do that a few times and you'll be like, let's go fight a bear, you know? And anything that gets you to that state where you're like, let's fight a bear, you know you're doing good, you know? All right, guys. One last one for the road, dude. I don't know why mine are kind of like Star Wars sounds, but when I imagine love emanating from my nipples with lasers, I kind of think kind of Star Wars-y sounds. It might just be my conditioning, but You guys have a good night. Oh, it's 10:03. I hate leaving you all. But the love spell's working still. See? Oh, there's this. Oh, the lovely Sarah. God, just really, this woman. She tingles my dingle. Like all of them. All of them. Just every bit of it. Like full act. I don't even have words sometimes. I'm just like, you. Like, I have a lot of words. Right? This is me we're talking about here. And I'm like, can I just like make you some tea? You know, there's nothing I can do. Yeah, we're together. Can't you see that? It's fantastic. It's the sparkiest thing I've ever felt. Because we're both so free and open and like giving to each other. It's incredible. There's no demand of the other. It's just full acceptance and support. It's just like, it's like that, you know? See that little shine? It's good stuff. All right. Sarah, you send the love spell out too? She's working it too. She doesn't know it right now, but she is. I'm telling her. Through my bones. All right, everybody. It's been real fun. It's been a good one. I hope you have a lovely evening or morning or whatever the fuck it is for you. And make sure you take some of these nipple laser vibes and go shoot other people with them. Right? Just get them with it because it'll make you feel better and then they'll feel better. And everybody loves a good nipple laser, you know? Think about it. Just think about it for a little bit.